Hi, welcome back to James Evans Guitar Tuition. In this lesson I just want to build on a little bit more on some of the things we've already discussed and learnt. In particular, really today we're going to be looking at a shape that's played on the D, G and B string, which is, now this is a version of A major. We're going into a version there using a little finger of F sharp minor, going back into A major and into another version of A major. Of course I'll repeat this shape up and down the guitar strings, but that's A major root, because the A, if you think of a root as a plant, the root's at the bottom, and in this example the A is the lowest string, is the lowest note. Now when I put my little finger there, it's at F sharp minor, that's the first inversion, because the F sharp is at the top or first. And this chord here, that's A major first inversion, because the A major is at the top or the first. So looking at the A major root, put your first finger on the 5th fret of the B string, your second finger on the 6th fret of the G string, your third finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Keeping the fingers where they are, put your little finger on the 7th fret of the B string, that's F sharp minor, first inversion. To be honest, at this point you don't have to worry too much about first inversions and roots. I just thought I'd explain. And this is A major. Now this one's a little bit different. First finger is playing the 5th fret on the thin E and the B string. Second finger is playing the 6th fret on the G string. Again, if you've not looked at these positions before or they're new to you, I do recommend looking at previous lessons. So we have A major, F sharp minor to A major. Now what's really fantastic about these chords, especially if you like writing songs or composing, you can use them literally up and down the fretboard. So for example, this is A major, because that note is A. That note is G, so this is G major. So A major, 1, 2 to the left, G major. That becomes E minor, another way of doing G major. So in essence there, although you've learned 6 different shapes, you've learned 4 chords, because that and that and that are the same chord. So really a good exercise. Now this is really interesting for a guitarist, because it's fun to practice, and that really has got to be the most critical. By critical, I mean that's got to be the most critical importance, that you enjoy it. So for example, now what I did there, I just played the B string by itself, then I played the rest of the strings together. So I can play do the same with the A major, the first inversion. So what I'm doing there is I'm formulating a simple tune out of what I already know. And you can experiment with that. As long as you only play the strings you're holding down, you can experiment with that and you can have lots and lots of fun. So for example, there's F major, that's a D minor. So there, which would be F sharp major. And that is a G sharp, so that's a G sharp minor. So what I would do then, you can also, if you want to play arpeggios, you just play the D string, G string and B string. And you can go up and down. If you want to change to the other shape. Again, you don't have to do exactly how I've done, but what I'm really teaching you is to apply what you already know, work on it, obviously to get the technique and the strength in your hands better, but we have to remember, and again, I will repeat this throughout the guitar lessons, the most important thing is that you enjoy it, and one of the key ways to enjoy something is to have variety. Because otherwise it'll just get boring. So, recap, that shape, and that shape, and that'll work all over the fretboard. I recommend you do that slowly at first, building up, and you know, you'll come up with your own riffs, you'll come up with your own musical phrases. And that's really the whole point.